Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. It's Chelsea here. So today I'm going to be filming my October favorites. So most of these products are pretty much, no, I was thinking, I wasn't sure if they were repeats of my Sephora recommendations. A couple of them are. Actually, yeah, a couple of them are, but the rest of them are just products that I have either revisited and fell back in love with, or some newer items that I have purchased within the past, I would say, month or two that I really, really enjoy. So I hope that you enjoy this video and that you're able to take away some things that you might like to try. While you're at it, if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. I'll make sure to link all of the products that I am mentioning today in the description box below. And I think that's it. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about are some foundations. Like I said, some of these products that are like old in the makeup community, but I've fallen back in love with them. The first one being the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Longwear Foundation. I fell in love with this foundation from the moment that it launched, and I originally got it in the shade 330 when it came out last September. In the August-September Sephora Appreciation Sale, I picked up this shade which is 350 because I love it that much, and I don't own two of any foundation, and I am a foundation junkie, let me tell you. I just love it. It's matte, it's comfortable, it lasts all day. I mean, I can go on and on and on. So I'm pretty sure everybody in the world has tried this foundation. If you have not though, please go ahead and try it. Another thing that I love about the entire brand of Fenty Beauty is just how inclusive it is. So in most foundation shades, I am the shade Deep. Really? I'm actually tan in this one, which I feel like I fall closer toward the tan to dark spectrum range in terms of complexion. So I love the quality of the foundation, but I also love what the foundation means in terms of the change that it's brought to the beauty community. Okay, my second foundation that I've fallen back in love with would be the MAC Studio Fix Plus. MAC Studio Fix Plus Fluid Foundation. I am in the shade NC45, and it's like game changer. So for a long time, I didn't want to wear MAC foundation, and I think it's because the first time I tried it, which was like eons ago, it covered all of my freckles, and I like my freckles. I don't want to cover them completely, so I typically just wouldn't try MAC foundations. But this one is very long wearing. It can be full coverage, but I can also shear it down to be more of a medium coverage. It conceals breakouts without me looking too cakey or things like that. And the finish is just flawless. Like, it's great. I think everybody knows now how great this foundation is. I love it. Like I said, it's something that I've fallen back in love with, and it's been on rotation consistently. Moving on to concealer. I talked about this concealer in my Sephora VIB recommendation sale video, so I'm not going to talk too much about it, but this is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. It is very comfortable to wear, doesn't make my under eye look dry. It's actually kind of hydrating. I feel like, I haven't done it yet, so I can't really like attest to this, but I feel like I almost would not have to set this concealer under my eye, meaning that it is not overly dewy, but it's not overly dry either. Like, I feel like if I wanted to just wear like minimal makeup, put it on and go out the door, especially if I'm not going to be out for a long time, I wouldn't have to set it. It's beautiful. I have the shade Warm Sand, so I use this under my eyes and in my T-zone area, and I love it. I just love it. Another concealer that I have fallen back in love with, but for a different reason, is going to be the L.A.Girl Pro Concealer. Now, I used to use this concealer all the time as my under eye concealer, and I would still recommend that. I would still recommend this for that use. It is full coverage, gets the job done, and honestly, it's like $4 to $5 depending on where you get it from. But I recently bought this particular shade, which is Fawn. It matches my complexion more to conceal my breakout. So as you can see, my hormones are just not agreeing with me. Like, they're very upset with me right now. So I've been experiencing breakouts a lot for, I would say, about a good month now, and I saw in, I think her name is Lorissa Turner, I'll link her video down below, her Flawless Foundation Complexion Routine, and she used this foundation, and she used what she calls her dry concealing method, where she'll apply concealer, so this one, on all of her breakouts or any areas of the face that have redness, and then she'll let it sit for maybe like a minute or so she doesn't let it dry completely, but she lets it like dry down a little bit, and then she'll go over it with her foundation. Y'all, this foundation really gives me a more flawless full coverage look. So if I use a foundation that's more medium coverage, but I use this concealer first to conceal like redness or bumps, I really feel like I can get full coverage without like the full coverage of using too much foundation. It is great. Like I might actually go and repurchase my shade for my under eye area because I remember really enjoying it and then just not using it because I was trying out other stuff. But I would highly recommend it, especially because it's so affordable. Like I said, depending on where you go, it's like $4 to $5. Can't beat it. To a couple of face products, face and eye products. So the next thing that I want to talk about is the Dose of Colors. Such a pretty packaging. Dose of Colors eyeshadow palette in collaboration with Desi, Perkins, and Katy. I think her YouTube name is Luxurious Beauty. I'll link it down below. But this eyeshadow palette is just, it's gorgeous. It's so, I like it because I feel like it's unique in terms of the colors that it has. So you've got your traditional matte shades, which we have here, here, and here, and here. And then you've got these pops of color that are just phenomenal. So the textures of some of the pops of colors are glitter toppers. So this shade Just a Kiss is more so an eyeshadow topper. And then you've got some other ones that are more traditional shimmers that you can wear by themselves on their own, and they are just amazing. I don't remember all of the shade names, so I'll just link them down below. But this one is that like dirty gold shade right here, which it is gorgeous. Then you have this shade here. I mean, look at that pigmentation. We've got this cranberry shade right here, which I really enjoy. I mean, you really can't deny it. And then this shade Just a Kiss, the eyeshadow topper. I love just adding this on top of any of these to just give it that just beautiful shift of just gorgeousness. I mean, this palette really was worth every dime. It is a little expensive. It's $54. So it's definitely not the cheapest of eyeshadows, but the quality is so good that I feel it is worth the money. This is a limited edition collaboration so far. It's sold at Dose of Colors and on Ulta. So if you are interested in the palette, I would say get it sooner than later, because I do know that with their collaborations in the past, once they sell out and they're done with it, they don't bring it back. So just a bit of advice. Another thing from the collaboration that I really liked is this highlighter called Chasing the Sun. You guys, this gold highlighter is everything. So let me give you a nice little swatch here. It is such a beautiful, just all gold highlight, and it's not like too strong of a gold, but it's not too like champagne-y gold. Like, it's a gold. Now if you like more like champagne gold highlighters, they do have another shade like this called Fuego. I didn't get that one, but I am debating on getting it because it does look really pretty, and although it's not as deep of a gold as this one is, I think it could still work for my complexion. But for those of us who are like an NC45 or deeper, you definitely want to go with Chasing the Sun. But I have been wearing this highlighter non-stop. Like, I had to put it down and use other highlighters because it's just so good. I'm not wearing it today because my eye look is a little more cool tone. But if this were a warm toned eye, I definitely would have had it on today. Okay, last face product is going to be this NARS Orgasm Infatuation palette. I also featured this in my Sephora VIP recommendations video. I will link that in the card so you can go and watch that if you haven't. But just a quick overview, this is the Laguna Bronzer, Orgasm Blush, and then Orgasm Highlight. I mean, in my opinion, this palette is perfection. Obviously, I love the bronzer. I've hit pan on it, and I purchased this August 31st. And y'all. Anywho, if you're a makeup lover, you know that that shows dedication and love. NARS Orgasm Blush has just been my all-time favorite blush, hands down, since I've gotten into makeup. And then this Orgasm highlighter, is really pretty. So I've actually worn the highlighter on its own just as a highlight, and it's gorgeous. But what I love to do is put the NARS Orgasm blush on my cheeks and then take the highlighter and just feather it like across here. It's like, it gives you such a beautiful glow. I mean, it is gorgeous. So I definitely think this palette is so worth the money. It is limited edition, but it's still going on. I mean, it is still for sale. And right now we're going through the Sephora VIP sale, which is happening now for Rouge members, but next week will be VIP members, and then the week after that will be for Beauty Insiders. So if you have a chance to pick it up or you're just interested in it, definitely go ahead and pick it up. Okay, I just have 2 more products and then I'm done. So one eyebrow pencil that I have been loving is this Covergirl eye pencil, and I have it in the shade Soft Brown, and it's called the Ultrafine Brow Pencil. So I am a diehard Anastasia Brow Wiz fan. Like, ever since I've tried her brow products, those are the products that I will continuously repurchase time and time again. And yes, there are a lot of dupes for the Brow Wiz, but I kind of felt like none of them really made me happy enough to actually want to not buy the Brow Wiz until now. To me, this Covergirl brow pencil is the ultimate dupe for the Brow Wiz. So you've got this really small tip here. And then the color Soft Brown is such a really good color match for the medium brown color in the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I love that the brow tip is smooth, but it's kind of waxy, so it doesn't just like slip and slide all over my brows because it's like too soft. But then I don't feel like I'm like, you know, pulling my skin trying to fill in my brows like it's just too tough. That's kind of how I feel about the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I think it's almost too tough. Like, I don't like how I have to like almost scratch through my brows to fill them in. This is like the perfect combination of the two. The spoolie is nice and soft. It does come with a cap. I lost it. Sorry. But it does come with a cap. But the spoolie is nice and soft, and I feel like I can fill my brows in so much faster than using any other type of brow pencil that is usually recommended if you want to dupe for the Brow Wiz. So I say check this out. Of course, it's drugstore, so it's gonna be affordable, and then on top of that, you can use coupons. Like, I promise you all, I have no desire to buy the Brow Wiz ever again. Yes, I said that. No desire. It just isn't. Okay, so my last product that I really have enjoyed wearing in the month of October, and that whenever I can wear it, I do. It's this Dose of Color lipstick in collaboration with Desi, Perkins, and Katy again, and it's in the shade Aftermath. So the name Aftermath has just a special place in my heart. My line sisters and I know what I'm talking about. But this shade is just, it is so pretty. So to me, it's like the perfect fall color. It's this brownish kind of mauve shade here, and it's got, I think, a more of a neutral undertone, so it's not too warm in color, but it's not cool at all. And it's just, it is like my perfect nude fall shade, but it's not too nude, but it's not too warm. I know that's a whole lot of description for, you know, nothing, but it is like the best lipstick in my opinion right now. And I am being extra, but I really do enjoy it. In terms of the quality of the lipstick, it goes on very smooth. It is a lipstick, so it's not going to last all day because it's not a liquid lipstick, but I thoroughly enjoy the formula, and it actually makes me want to buy more of the Dose of Colors lipstick. I hope that you all really enjoyed this video. Please tell me your monthly favorites of the month of October down below in the comment section. I was looking for new makeup to try, and I'd love to hear what you recommend that I try, especially if I can get it at Sephora and save a couple of dollars during the sale. So once again, thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you really enjoyed this video, and that's it. I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.